Yo, I like this. Yo, next level beat bass comes in and it's like boom 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 and you're like, oh, let's go. It pumps you up to hear this, and then you see the dancing and like the popping. It's like, oh, it's really good. She's just killing it. She literally just killing it. 안녕하세요 여러분, Tony입니다. Hello everyone, it's Tony. So the queen of 21, CL, is back with her new project, being two singles, I guess you could say. One of them being titled Hua, and then the other one being called 5 Star. So I'm going to actually be reacting to both of them for you guys today. There will be timestamps for you. This is going to be actually my first time ever hearing a CL song in particular. I did look at Post Up, which is her like teaser, I guess, for this upcoming project. It was really cool. Really kind of like felt the rap. It's very different like vibe, very kind of like gritty, kind of like street-esque. I really liked her approach to it, and it's really, really cool. And unfortunately, this is actually gonna be my first ever time just basically listening to anybody from 21, because 21 was kind of like a group that I kind of missed out on during the K-pop time, because I wasn't kind of like around during that time. But I did know who they were exactly, because my friends did tell me actually quite a bit. They were like being like, yo, 21 basically queens of K-pop. So I have big expectations, and I do know already that CL is queen. So let's get into it. I'm very excited for it. So we're gonna be starting off with 5 Star, the visualizer, and then we're gonna finish off with Hua, the dance performance. So without further ado, let's get into it. Jinbi, ready? She check. Again, this is going to be 5 Star visualizer, and then we're gonna jump into Hua. You'll have timestamps in the description box. Funky beat, interesting. Wow, I really like this. It almost sounds a bit like holiday-esque, almost like a very, has this nostalgic old school vibe to it. I like it. It's really cool because it's different from Post Up. Post Up was like very gritty, and this one's showing a bit more like vocal abilities, which I run researching CL a bit, knew that she's like known for her rapping, but she's also a really talented vocalist. So it's really, really cool. I like it. I like it. I really like it. It almost has like a bit of a Western vibe to it. Like it really feels like almost like Christmassy. I don't know why, but it just feels very kind of like holiday-esque, the vibe to the background sound of the song. And it's interesting too because her voice in this portion, the change-up, kind of sounds like it almost two different people. So it's really interesting, her tone of voice. Fluent in a lot of languages. Japanese, Korean, English, French. It's really impressive. Oh, maybe it's her English voice is a different tone compared to her Korean voice, which makes a lot of sense because usually when you change language, you sound a bit different. And it's a little bit higher, her English voice. It's cool. I like how she's kind of like utilizing that as a different change in the song. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, this is so good. Oh my god. It's a lot brighter than I was expecting, honestly. I was expecting something with all the teaser pictures to kind of be like a bit darker, more like edgy, and it's like a very bright and happy song. I'm very surprised, but I'm really enjoying it. It like really opens up everything and just gives me a kind of like a broader idea kind of like of the musical range that CL has. We get 5 stars every day, every weekend, always 5 stars, go crazy. I think the biggest surprise to me is just like how different her voice sounds from like the chorus to the rapping to the actual verses in English and Korean. Like there's just different nuances to her voice, different tones that you hear. So it doesn't sound like entirely the same person is singing throughout the entire song, but it actually is. So I like how like it just makes you keep on wondering. It's like, oh, is she gonna speak English or is she gonna speak Korean? Is she gonna do this? Is she gonna do that? Like it's really on keeping you on the edge of your toes and like always wanting to hear more. Baby, ooh, nice. you. It's really simple too. Like if you really think about the beat, it's just like a kind of drum. It's like boom, 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 and then there's like believe a trumpet or trombone or something. It's like dun, 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 and then there's a piano, and it's just like interchanging which one comes in more into the forefront than the others. And then there's just like this maybe one kind of like EDM electronic-ish beat, but apart from that, it's very simple in beat. I really like it. Oh my god. So interesting. I don't know why. It just feels so holiday-ish. God. Oh my God. Ooh. Slower part. This is really nice. I really like it. Nice. It's really nice. Can't stop. I like how they continuously add this like little bass parts, like boom boom. It kind of like emphasizes certain portions of her voice and like certain like pauses and breaks, and just like adds more emphasis to certain areas. It's really nice how this entire song is being composed, because sometimes like slower parts like this can feel kind of like dragged on, but it has a lot of energy, this part too. 5 stars. God. Oh my god. My god. And you can hear in the background too, there's like somebody, I think most likely it's her, it has to be her, but she's like whoo. Right there you can hear in the background whoo, like very slight little bit, but it's like a very nice little detail, like a nice little flare that you hear in the background. Can't stop thinking about you. It's cause come true. Oh my god. Oh my god. My god. Shoot, that was such a nice song. Yo, five stars really impressed me. As my first CL song to ever listen to, I think I got really lucky. I think I got really blessed here, because it's a really awesome song, and it just shows like a different diversity to her. So I knew she could rap. I've heard Post Up obviously, and it's a really nice like kind of gritty rap, but this shows like my like feminine, brighter, kind of like joyous side to her, and I really like it. It's really cool. 5 star. And I had like the simple melody to it, the type of beat, the bassiness to it, everything about it was really nice. And I like how when you contrast her Korean voice to her English voice, it just sounds different, so it kind of like keeps the song contrasting. It kind of sounds different throughout the song, and it sounds like not the exact same person is singing, even though the same person is, so it like adds a different variety to the entire song. Really cool. So this was 5 star, the visualizer, and now we're gonna get into Hua, which is her, I guess, major single that she's kind of be promoting, because she's going to be promoting it on like the James Corden show and like the late night show. So that's going to be really interesting. This is the dance performance video. I'm assuming we might get a music video later on this week, but yeah, let's get into it. La 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 la. Okay, it's gonna be like a little bit like of an anthem almost. La 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 la. Okay, so like that opening is kind of like what I know from CL. I've actually heard like a portion of a song from 21, and that's kind of like what I remember. Like her opening like that little like auto-tuned as voice is kind of like what I remember. It's pretty cool. It's like gives me nostalgic vibes in a way. Is she wearing a garbage bag? Okay, the fashion's interesting.
Haters always got something to say. 1, 2, 3, hot through set. So tell me what you want, baby. Repeat after me, say nay.
Yo.
Stop today.
Yo, I like this. This is like really high tempo, but it has that same time that like grittiness, that like street-esqueness that like you kind of heard from Post Up, but it's a lot more upbeat, a lot more K-poppy, I think, in my personal opinion. But it's really cool. It's really unique because she's kind of like having this like auto-tune as voice in it too, with like this grittiness to it, and it's really cool. I like how she's contrasting that with like this vocals in the background that they've added on top of it. The bass is nice though. Yeah.
I be chillin' with so she K-Town or so city. What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? I don't know.
All eyes on me,
All eyes on you? Yo, the chorus is so powerful, and you think that like just the verses themselves couldn't get any more powerful, but then this like next level beat bass comes in and it's like boom boom boom, and you're like, oh, let's go. It pumps you up to hear this, and then you see the dancing and like the popping. It's like, oh, it's really good. Ooh, we finally get to see her in a different outfit. She's really pretty. She's really pretty. I never mentioned that, but she's really pretty.
Keep it very cherry. Come again. Copy. Don't all eyes on me.
I love the beat. She's just killing it. She literally just killing it. Yo, it's such... This is so cool, man. I like the kind of like aspects to it. It feels like almost like a bit of a Western vibe song and mixed with K-pop. It's really cool how I'm hearing it. Like, I don't know, maybe she had took a lot of influences from like other kind of like artists and things like that. And this is like really my first time hearing kind of like a rap pop style of music from her, or just in general from anybody in K-pop. And it's really nice. It's very unique. I really enjoyed it. It just overall is a very nice song to listen to. Very kind of like bass heavy, but still at the same time not super like in your face loud. It's still kind of like still very subtle in a way. I find it's really kind of like calming. If any, I don't know why, but I just find it calming at the sense, and it's just like very like empowering at the same time. Ooh. Oh, we got like alarms going off. Haters gonna hate. Okay, so like we're kind of going back to the opening, kind of like that anthem vibe-isk, and it's like a bit more cheerful, kind of like playful. I like that. It's kind of because we're going really hard in, but then you're coming back to like this playful nature. No. You cut all the bass out. Let's get fun. And then bass comes back in. Oh jeez, yo, CL killed it, man. Yo, these two songs, 5-star and then Hua, yo, they're so amazing, man. I can't believe I haven't reacted to CL or just like heard any of her music in the past before. It's really awesome. I definitely have to go check out some 21 now, and definitely some more CL. If you guys have any recommendations, feel free to leave in the comment section below, because I am taking recommendations right now, because super impressed. Awesome. Kind of gave me also at the same time some nostalgic vibes from just hearing like this auto-tune-esque type of style of her voice. Really threw it back for me when I heard back in the day when I heard like maybe like part of her song from 21. It's really awesome. Loved it, absolutely loved it. Like loved the diversity that we heard from like 5-star going into Hua. There's a very different diverse range, but at the same time the commonality is that this really talented vocalist, yet at the same time rapper, is just killing it on all fronts. The beat, the dancing, the choreo, everything is just done to perfection, and I can see now why she is called queen, because she did slay this entire thing. She just dominated it all, and there's nothing much more to say. It's just really incredible, and I hopefully you guys do go check it out, because this was awesome, and I hope that she brings out more stuff very soon, because it's going to be a great time reacting to her. I look forward to her next comeback. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, or something you want to talk, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. With that being said, guys, I've been Tony. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video. 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다.